Imagine being utterly alone, surrounded by nothing but the endless ocean and sky. The sea is a wild, indifferent force, beautiful but merciless. This is where Steven Callahan found himself, one moment a sailor, the next, a castaway on a fragile raft. His story isn't just about being lost at sea, it's about discovering the strength within when everything else is stripped away. The Atlantic doesn't care about your plans, it demands respect and punishes the unprepared. Callahan's journey became a raw, relentless fight for survival, a test of will against the planet's wildest frontier. For 76 days he battled hunger, thirst, storms, and sharks. But his greatest enemy was despair. His ordeal is a testament to the hidden reserves of the human spirit. Even in the darkest night, a single spark of will can be enough to find the dawn. This is survival at its most brutal, and most inspiring. Before disaster struck, there was a dream. Steven Callahan, a skilled sailor and designer, built his own small sloop, the Napoleon Solo, for a solo Atlantic crossing. He set out from the Canary Islands, chasing adventure and the freedom of the open sea. The journey began with optimism. Callahan was in his element, living for the rhythm of the waves and the beauty of the ocean. Each day brought new challenges, but also a deep sense of peace and purpose. The Napoleon Solo was more than a boat. She was his partner in exploration. But the Atlantic is unpredictable. Even the best prepared sailor can't foresee every danger. Just a week out, as night fell, Callahan had no idea his dream voyage was about to become a fight for survival. The peaceful solitude he cherished was about to be shattered. The real test was about to begin. In the dead of night, a thunderous crash jolted Callahan awake. Water poured into the Napoleon Solo. His boat was sinking fast, likely struck by a whale. Panic threatened, but survival instincts took over. He scrambled to inflate his life raft, the rubber ducky, and dove back into the flooding cabin for supplies: a cushion, sleeping bag, emergency kit, solar still, and spear gun. Each trip was a gamble with death as the boat slipped beneath the waves. In minutes, his world was gone. He was alone, adrift in a tiny raft in the vast Atlantic. The shipping lanes were far away, rescue was unlikely. The dream of adventure had vanished, replaced by a stark new reality. Now, survival depended on wit, grit, and luck. The ordeal had just begun. The ocean was now both his enemy and his only hope. Callahan faced the ultimate test: endure or perish. Dawn revealed a world of endless water and sky, no land, no help, just the rubber ducky and me. My supplies were meager: a spear gun, flares, 2 solar stills, and a few rations. Hundreds of miles from land, I drifted further from hope with every current. The silence was crushing. The loneliness absolute. Thirst became my fiercest enemy. The solar stills barely produced enough water to survive. Every drop was precious, every day a battle against dehydration and despair. I was a prisoner of the currents carried westward across the Atlantic. My days blurred into a relentless cycle of survival tasks, patching, rationing, hoping. I wasn't living, I was enduring, clinging to the hope that each sunrise might bring rescue. The ocean was vast, but my world had shrunk to a few desperate feet of rubber and willpower. Survival meant becoming a hunter-gatherer of the sea. My spear gun was my lifeline, and the raft attracted fish, dorado and triggerfish, that became my food and water source. Spearing fish from a bobbing raft was a test of patience and skill. Every catch was a victory. I ate the fish raw, using every part. Nothing was wasted. Sharks circled, drawn by the fish, threatening to puncture my fragile raft. Storms battered me, and every leak or equipment failure was a crisis. The rubber ducky was never meant for this. Constant repairs were a matter of life and death. My days were consumed by hunting, patching, and coaxing water from the sun. Each task was exhausting, but there was no room for mistakes. Survival was a full-time job with the highest stakes imaginable. The fight wasn't just physical, it was mental. 76 days alone, I battled not just hunger and thirst, but crushing loneliness and despair. I kept a log, marking each day, each small victory, to give myself purpose. Hallucinations haunted me. Hope and reality blurred on the endless horizon. My body wasted away, but I clung to moments of beauty: the stars, the fish, the vastness of the sea. These glimpses of wonder kept me going, reminding me I was still alive. In the darkest moments, I found strength I never knew I had. The will to live became my most powerful weapon. On the 76th day, everything changed. The sky, the water, the birds, they signaled land was near. I saw the island of Marie Galante, real and solid on the horizon. Weak and emaciated, I fired my last flares. Fishermen saw me and pulled me from the raft. My ordeal was over. I had survived the impossible. My body was broken, but my spirit endured. The journal I kept became the book, Adrift, a testament to resilience and hope. My story isn't about heroism, it's about refusing to give up. We all have hidden reserves of strength. Sometimes it takes the wildest test to find them. When faced with the impossible, what would you discover within yourself?